Good day. Yesterday's video turned out pretty good without using the earbuds, so today we're going to do it again. We're going to talk to James House. What's up, James House? James House and friends. So James says, my buddies and I basically want to gain weight, or maybe just his buddies want to gain weight, but he's asking for them. Whichever the case may be. This video is about how to gain weight, which is something I actually hold really dear to my heart, because when I was in grade 11, I moved off. Well, we didn't move off base, but our school on base military base was shut down, and we were shipped off from a school of, I think it was 200. Good morning. We were shipped off to a school of like 200 to the school that was outside of the base, and that was like 2,000 people. So that was quite a change of pace, and that was the first time I was exposed to being able to have a football team, and track and field team, and there was a cutie on the track and field team, and the football players had cutie girlfriends, and I was 126 pounds, and none of those options were working for me. So I had been working out and trying to do different things to get bigger and stronger. Like, I can remember in grade 3 training for track and field day, because that's just kind of who I was and what I like to do. But despite everything I read and all that, nothing ever worked. I mean, I tried all the routines in the mags. I tried everybody. Like, I talked to the big guys and I asked them how they got big. The thing is I didn't know at that time about like steroids and all that sort of stuff. So I tried a lot of approaches for a lot of years, all the way up from like I said, I started training in grade 3 and nothing really big. I was 126 at grade 11, until one day I started reading Iron Man magazine, and I don't know if I subscribed and it was a free gift, or if I purposely ordered it, but it was Randall J. Strozin's Super Squat program. I speak so fondly of this because I don't even know where my life would be if I hadn't, run into that book. It was such a game changer. Anyway, between Ironman, sort of showing me that, 12 sets per body part and all that sort of stuff just doesn't work, and it really doesn't work for, someone that's not on steroids and has the revving metabolism. I never asked you what your age is. But let's just say if you're under 20, 22, 24 or so, if you're under that, maybe all the way down to say 12 years old, this will all apply really a lot to you. And it still applies for everybody else, but it's like the only thing that will really work for you. So I went from the results. Let's get back on track here. I went from 126 pounds, getting absolutely destroyed on the football field. Actually, they didn't even know where to put me. I was just I was just getting run over everywhere. Yeah, had long hair, wore Anthrax t-shirts, rode my dirt bike to school, 126 pounds. And then I got this book, Randall J. Strozin's Super Squats. And so the gist of it is, I'll stop. You can tell I just got serious, is that you had to eat like a maniac, reduce all other activity levels, and you had to do this one set of squats. Now, this one set of squats with weight, you can start anywhere, even if it's your body weight, but you have to every time you go back, and generally speaking, you're only going to work out twice a week. Now, so, okay, gaining weight and gaining muscular weight are kind of two different things, with the only difference being that you lift weights when you want to gain muscular weight. You can gain weight, obviously, by doing nothing at all and eating more than you need. And so if you're younger, that becomes a real, that's like full time, right? I'll try to get out of the sun in a second here. I just took a crappy route. There we go. So it becomes full time. And let me give you an example of that. So, I'd wake up, I'd have a protein shake and a liter of milk. That just got from bad to worse. I'd wake up, I've had a liter of milk with protein in it. I'd get to school, I would buy 2 500 ml milks, and more often than not, they'd be chocolate milks. I'd drink those between classes or in classes. And then at lunch, I'd get a foot-long sub from Subway with as much meat as I could on it and everything, and I would drink that with another liter of chocolate milk. And then before I went back to school, I would buy another liter of milk, and I'd drink that. So the one probably partway through, and then one before I got on the bus back home. Then I would have a big supper, and probably some snack before bed. I was never not full. Like, I always had something in the tank to the level of being uncomfortable. So I'm telling you that because that's what it took for me as a grade 11 dude, 126 pounds, doing some football after schools and also track when that season came up. But here's the awesome part. So starting at 126 over the course of the football season, drug-free, just eating my face off and going to the weight room twice a week, I went up to 175-ish or so. It would change, give or take 2 or 3 days for my weigh-in. And it always really, really mattered that I ate enough and that I didn't back off on the squats. So the super squat, like I said, was twice a week. You do 20 reps on the squat, and but you use a weight that you could usually get 10 with. Doesn't matter where you start. You do 10 reps, and that should be just about all you can get. And then what you do is you take as many breaths as you need, standing there with the bar on your back, until you can get one more. And then you breathe like 5 more times, and then you get one more. And then it takes you like 2 minutes, but it doesn't matter. You get one more, and you get one more until you're 20 reps. And then the next time when you come back, like 2 days later, you add 5 pounds. Sick, huh? Yeah, and so I did that for like a whole year, and I believe it was 3 plates plus that I topped out, and for 20 reps. And I'm telling you, it was close. It felt like close to death after every time I did it. Like, I get butterflies going in. And that's the cornerstone of the program. Now you throw in 3 sets of bench, 3 sets of chins or bent over rows, and that's it. What you're basically doing is you're given a little guide map for all that food that you're eating to go and pack on the chest, the back, and the legs, the major areas. And you don't want to waste any other energy. You want it all to go there because you're just ripping through the calories just growing as a young man now anyway. So, it's doubtful that you're even eating enough to meet your caloric needs for the day, let alone being able to put on any weight. So let's go back over the principles, and I'll close off this video. And James or friends, whoever, ask me all the questions you want, because I can legit tell you, this is a problem that I had. It was the biggest problem in the world to me at the time, and I found a solution, and it worked. So that's very rare to run into that combo. So 20 rep set of squats using a weight that you could do 10 with normally, breathing, which is called rest pause in between reps until you get to 20. It's followed by a set of pullovers. We can talk about that too. And then it's not important, but you want to then go on and do your 3 sets of bench or dips. I'd prefer dips because then you don't have to rely on a spotter, and it just, I don't know, dips seem to bang for me better. And then some bent over rows. You're gonna wonder maybe why deadlifts aren't in there. There's a reason for that. We can talk about that. There's a time when you could replace maybe squats with deadlifts, but I wouldn't do it if I was you. And then eat your face off. We're talking like foot long subs. We're just talking like if it's not chained down, you're eating it. And obviously, the better the quality of the food you eat, the the better resources you have to build your temple. But you're definitely not going to get big on salad and chicken breast. Okay, you're probably going to have to drink a ton of your calories. That's why I did 4 liters ish a gallon of milk a day, and oftentimes it was chocolate. You just need all those calories to make this work. So yeah, eat tons, get your sleep, no partying. Again, I don't know how old you are. Drugs, don't need them. Like so here, quickly, I'll just say quickly, okay, because I know when I was younger it was a little bit harder to get steroids. I'm just gonna be totally upfront with you. It was harder, and a lot of it was usually stolen actual pharmaceutical grade product. Like it was the real thing, but stolen from either a vet or whatever, some sort of medical establishment. And it was harder to get. Nowadays, a lot of it is synthesized in someone's bathtub, and you don't really know, like, if it's legit or if it's like, you don't know the quality of it and all that. But anyway, so what I'm just saying is, at the age that you're at now, if you're anywhere between, let's just say 12, I guess, and like I said before, 22, 24, somewhere around there, your testosterone levels are higher than they will ever be. Like, testosterone levels that you're experiencing now would be almost like if I went on the gear myself. Like, I would have to take steroids to get to the testosterone levels that you have. So you really don't need any at this point. If you're not growing or being able to put on weight, the issue is the amount of calories, okay? Because, and definitely like the steroids, they may get you like maybe more cut and all that, but you're not actually going to see any bang for your buck off of them if you don't eat enough anyway. And you just don't need them at this point. The other thing about going on them to gain weight is you have to come off. You can't ride that train forever, and you're going to see everything disappear in a matter of like a month or two, and you're going to feel like absolute garbage, and you're going to be on this up and down, not even just physically with your muscles and stuff like that, but psychologically, because just like any drug changes your mental state, steroids do the same too, because you kind of feel like Superman, right? And then all of a sudden you feel like pond scum, and you feel like, you feel emasculated because steroids are a male predominantly what makes a male, and to all of a sudden have less levels than when you even started, you feel like trash. Okay, so I guess I could keep rolling on that for, however long. It'd be cool actually to have a bunch of people just hit me up with a ton of questions, and I would just answer them as they come in, but I'm not even really sure how to do that. But anyway, ask your questions below. I gained like 50 pounds of muscle in a year. I'm sure there was some fat there, but looking back at the pictures, you wouldn't know it. And I got faster, stronger. It was great. It's take advantage of it while you can. So yeah, James House and friends, hit me up with questions if you have them. Okay, bye.